Our site, thank you for your super chat. What's your view on the Gospel of Mary Magdalene? Could it indicate that women held a higher role in the early church?
It's a great gospel. It's one of the Gnostic gospels. It was not found at Nag Hammadi. It was discovered in the 19th century. It turned up in the 1890s, and because of a series of really unfortunate calamities and circumstances, including world wars and such, it was in Germany. It was in Germany. It wasn't published till 1955. It's a Gnostic account that is fragmentary. We don't have the whole thing. It begins sort of in the middle of the episode where Jesus is telling his disciples, giving them an instruction that's this kind of mystical instruction about whether matter exists and whether sin exists, and then Jesus leaves them, and then Peter asks Mary, says, we know that Jesus loved you more than all other women. What did he reveal to you? And Mary starts giving a revelation to reveal what Jesus had revealed to her, and right when she starts, we're missing several pages. It's like, ah. But then, right. But then it picks up where she's describing how the soul is ascending from the earthly realm up into the heavenly realm and is having to bypass the powers that are trying to keep people trapped down here, trying to keep their souls trapped down here, the powers of desire and ignorance and darkness. And the soul is escaping these to return to its heavenly realm. So this is an account of a Gnostic account of the soul returning to where it came from. When she finishes this revelation, the men disciples start looking at each other and saying, I don't think Jesus told her this. Andrew says, Jesus, I don't believe that Jesus told a woman that. And Peter said, why would he tell a woman and not tell us? No. And then Levi stands up and says, look, Peter, you're always a hothead. Just, she said he probably revealed it. He loved her more than us. And then Mary kind of blesses them, sends them out. They all go out to preach, and that's the end of it. So it's very interesting because you have a conflict between Mary and Peter, as you do in other books, including in the Gospel of John, Mary is the first to discover the tomb. This is Mary Magdalene, right? According to Paul, Peter's the first to see the resurrected Jesus. In John, it's Mary. So it's like this kind of conflict that exists throughout Christianity and kind of goes on in various other sources. So I think that the Gospel of Mary probably does show that you have people who are insisting, look, women are at least as reliable as men, as revealers of the truth. They probably have some kinds of roles in teaching, and it's showing the conflict that was happening in the early centuries. This is probably second century, about conflicts between whether women are legitimately spiritual leaders or not. Gospel of Mary, absolutely yes.
That sounds like it was a real hot issue among early Christians, the role of women.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, First Timothy's opposing it, and you get passages like you get this thing in Mary, and you get the Acts of Thecla with Paul, which are supporting the roles of women, and it appears to have been a much bigger controversy than we see in the regular proto-Orthodox sources.
Even when you're going out of your way to say women shut up, you wouldn't have to say that unless it were a controversy,
Yeah.
right? Unless there were places where women were speaking.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Absolutely right. Absolutely right.